The calmer you are, the clearer your thoughts become. In moments of stress or uncertainty, it's easy to let emotions cloud your judgment, but remember this: serenity is your greatest ally. When you maintain your composure, you create space for clarity, allowing you to navigate challenges with wisdom and foresight. Embrace the present moment, for it's the only time you truly have. Release the grip of the past, it's a chapter that's already been written. And trust in what lies ahead, for the future is shaped by the seeds of calm and patience you sow today. When you feel the urge to give up, that's precisely when you need to dig deeper. Think of it as standing at the edge of a breakthrough, where every fiber of your being is tested. This is where real growth happens, not in the comfort of ease, but in the crucible of perseverance. Focus on evolving yourself rather than proving yourself to others. Life is not a competition with those around you, it's a journey of self-discovery and self-mastery. Every effort you make to better yourself, no matter how small, is a victory in its own right. Your character is revealed by two things: your patience when you are empty-handed and your demeanor when you are abundantly blessed. Patience is not simply waiting, it's how you conduct yourself while you wait. It's a quiet strength, a steady endurance in the face of uncertainty. And when you find yourself with everything you ever wanted, your attitude speaks volumes. Do you remain humble and grounded, or do you let pride and excess lead you astray? Your true nature is reflected in how you handle both scarcity and abundance. Remember, nothing is permanent, not even suffering. Pain, like all experiences, is temporary. It may linger longer than you wish, but it will eventually pass. What matters is how you respond to it. Do you let it break you, or do you allow it to mold you into someone stronger, wiser, more resilient? The thoughts you entertain will shape your reality. If you don't govern your thoughts, they will govern you. The mind is a powerful tool, but it must be used with intention. Left unchecked, it can become a source of endless worry and despair. But when you learn to direct your thoughts, you gain control over your life's trajectory. Live quietly, seek not the attention of others but the satisfaction of personal growth. In a world that often rewards the loudest voices, there is great value in silence. Growth happens in the stillness, in the moments where you are alone with your thoughts, free from the need to impress. Challenge yourself to reach your full potential because no one else will do it for you. Others may encourage you, but ultimately, it is your responsibility to push your boundaries, to strive for excellence, and to become the person you are meant to be. Keep your progress to yourself until it's solidified. There is wisdom in keeping your plans and achievements private until they are unshakable. Public declarations can be tempting, but they also invite scrutiny and doubt. Instead, let your actions speak for you. Failure is not the end, it's merely a step on the path to success. The only true failure is giving up. Every obstacle you encounter is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to improve. As long as you continue to try, you are not failing, you are progressing. People will come and go, learn to stand strong on your own. This is a truth we all must face. Relationships change, people leave, and sometimes, we are left to navigate life alone. But solitude is not a weakness, it is a strength. It is in those moments of solitude that you discover your true capabilities, your resilience, your inner power. Surround yourself with those who inspire and uplift you, who engage in meaningful conversations about dreams and ideas rather than trivial gossip. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset, your ambitions, and ultimately, your life's path. Sometimes, when it seems like everything is falling apart, it's actually falling into place. Life has a way of rearranging itself in ways that are not immediately apparent. What feels like the end may, in fact, be a new beginning. Trust in the process, even when it doesn't make sense. Every challenge, every setback, is a stepping stone to something greater. When everything seems to be crumbling, hold on to your inner peace, your clarity of thought, and your faith in the future. In the grand scheme of life, the Stoic philosophy teaches us not to suppress our emotions, but to master them. It's about facing life's trials with a calm mind, a resilient spirit, and an unwavering belief in the power of the present moment. It's about understanding that true strength comes not from avoiding hardship, but from embracing it with courage and grace. When you control your thoughts, you control your destiny. Even in the midst of life's chaos, you can find peace, purpose, and power if you remain grounded in these principles. In solitude, there is growth. In silence, there is strength. When you stop seeking validation from others and focus on your own journey, you begin to grow in ways that are profound and lasting. The pursuit of excellence is a personal one, and it requires discipline, dedication, and a willingness to push beyond your limits. The rewards of this journey are not found in the approval of others, but in the quiet satisfaction of knowing you have done your best. Patience is a virtue that is often tested in times of difficulty, but it is also a virtue that, when cultivated, can lead to great rewards. The ability to wait, to endure, and to remain steadfast in the face of adversity is a sign of true strength. And when you achieve your goals, your attitude will reflect your character. Will you remain humble, or will you let success change you? The choice is yours, and it will define you. Pain is a part of life, but it is not the whole of life. It is a temporary state, one that we all must endure at some point. But pain also brings with it the opportunity for growth, for learning, and for becoming stronger. It is in the way we handle pain that our true character is revealed. Do we let it break us, or do we use it as a catalyst for growth? The thoughts you allow into your mind have the power to shape your reality. If you do not control your thoughts, they will control you. The mind is a powerful tool, one that can be used for great good or great harm. It is up to you to harness its power and to direct it in a way that leads to a life of purpose and fulfillment. And so, as you navigate the challenges of life, remember that the power to shape your future lies within you. Stay calm, stay focused, and stay true to yourself. The path ahead may be difficult, but it is also full of potential. Embrace the journey, and you will find that even in the midst of adversity, there is always room for growth, for learning, and for becoming the person you were meant to be. Some people are like clouds. When they disappear, it's a beautiful day. Value your peace of mind. You can't reach what's ahead if you're still holding on to what's behind. These words are more than just clever phrases, they are guiding principles for a life well lived. As you journey through life, you'll encounter moments when letting go of what no longer serves you becomes essential for your growth. Clinging to the past, whether it's relationships, mistakes, or outdated beliefs, only holds you back from the potential that lies ahead. To be the best version of yourself, you must learn to release what weighs you down and embrace the possibilities that await you. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. But it's in those moments of adversity that your true character is forged. When you're faced with difficulties, remember that these experiences are not obstacles but opportunities for growth. Embrace them, learn from them, and let them shape you into a stronger, wiser individual. Life is like an elevator. On your way up, you'll sometimes need to stop and let some people off. Not everyone is meant to accompany you on your journey, and that's okay. As you rise, you'll find that some people no longer align with your values or your path, and it's essential to recognize when it's time to let them go. Doing so will free you to move forward with clarity and purpose. Weak people seek revenge, strong people forgive, and intelligent people ignore. This isn't just about dealing with others, it's about managing your own emotions. Forgiveness isn't about condoning what's wrong, it's about releasing the burden of anger and resentment that can weigh you down. Ignoring the trivialities and focusing on what truly matters is a sign of wisdom. A master has failed more times than a beginner has even tried. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Each failure is a lesson, a stepping stone toward mastery. Don't fear failure, fear stagnation, fear not trying, fear not learning. What consumes your mind controls your life. If you allow negative thoughts to dominate, they will dictate your actions, your emotions, and ultimately your reality. But if you fill your mind with positivity, resilience, and purpose, that is what will guide your life. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. When you face challenges, they push you to adapt, to think creatively, and to develop new skills. Don't shy away from what's difficult, lean into it. Admit when you're wrong, and be silent when you're right. There is strength in humility. Acknowledging your mistakes allows you to learn and grow, while silence in moments of triumph demonstrates confidence and grace. Only trust someone who can see the sorrow behind your smile, the love behind your anger, and the reason behind your silence. True connection goes beyond the surface. It's about understanding and being understood on a deeper level. Seek out those who see you for who you truly are, and who accept and support you in all your complexity. If your absence doesn't affect them, your presence never mattered. Your time and energy are precious. Invest them in relationships and endeavors that reciprocate. Don't waste your life trying to please those who don't value you. Work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express, not to impress. True fulfillment comes from pursuing what you believe in, not from seeking external validation. When you align your actions with your values, you create a life of meaning and impact. Once you realize you deserve better, letting go will be the best decision ever. It takes courage to recognize when something no longer serves your well-being. Whether it's a toxic relationship, an unfulfilling job, or a limiting belief, letting go opens the door to new opportunities and a better future. Always know the difference between what you're getting and what you deserve. This is a call to self-respect. Don't settle for less than your worth. Recognize your value and demand that your life, your work, and your relationships reflect that value. Don't be afraid of being different. Be afraid of being the same as everyone else. Authenticity is your greatest asset. It's what sets you apart and makes you memorable. Embrace your uniqueness, for it is the key to living a life that is true to yourself. The truth doesn't cost anything, but a lie could cost you everything. Integrity is the foundation of trust, both with others and within yourself. When you are honest, you live in alignment with your values, and that creates a life of peace and fulfillment. Sometimes your circle decreases in size but increases in value. Quality over quantity applies to relationships as much as it does to material possessions. Surround yourself with people who uplift, support, and inspire you, even if that means your circle becomes smaller. One day, you'll wake up and realize there's no more time to do the things you've always wanted to do. Do them now. Procrastination is the thief of time. Life is fleeting, and opportunities are not infinite. Seize the moment, take action, and pursue your dreams with urgency and passion. Time waits for no one, and the life you want is created by the decisions you make today. Respect is earned, honesty is valued, trust is cultivated, and loyalty is reciprocated. These are not just lofty ideals but the very essence of a life lived with purpose and integrity. To attain the best days of your life, you must endure the challenging ones. Each obstacle you face, each difficult moment, is a crucial part of your growth. Every master was once a novice, and every journey toward expertise is filled with perseverance and a steadfast commitment to improvement. When you reflect on your past, do so only to appreciate the distance you've traveled. Doubt, more than failure, has the power to extinguish dreams. So, when you're under pressure, remember that it is this very pressure that forges diamonds, making you stronger, more resilient, and more capable of achieving greatness. As you navigate this journey, it's essential to be mindful of the company you keep. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. Distance yourself from people who bring you down or make you feel isolated. It's better to be alone than in poor company. Comparing your life to others is a futile exercise, as you can never fully understand the challenges and experiences that shape someone else's path. Your journey is uniquely yours, and it's your responsibility to take control of it. No one else can do that for you. The first crucial step toward change is deciding that where you are now is not where you want to remain. This decision marks the beginning of your journey towards self-improvement and personal success. True character is revealed in the moments when no one is watching. The real test of a person's integrity is what they do when they believe no one will ever find out. Integrity is not about seeking approval or recognition, but about staying true to your principles, even in solitude. Don't waste your resources trying to impress those who don't appreciate them. There's no sense in going broke trying to gain the approval of those who are themselves struggling. Manage your expectations wisely. Expecting nothing from others shields you from disappointment. This doesn't mean you become cynical, but rather that you focus on what you can control, your own actions and attitudes. Commit to doing your best and trust that the process will yield results. The more effort you put into something, the more you increase your chances of success. Life is rarely fair, but that doesn't mean it can't be good. Embrace the challenges and inequities as part of the process. Those who are brave enough to take risks are the ones who ultimately achieve something meaningful in life. Do yourself a favor and seek to enrich not just your bank account, but your mind, your experiences, and your relationships. Wealth is not just about money, it's about having a richness in all aspects of life. Yes, money can make life easier, but so can wisdom, love, and understanding. If you are naturally giving, it's crucial to recognize your limits. Those who constantly take from you may not have any boundaries, so you must establish your own. Protect your well-being by knowing when to say no. In life, you have three options. You can observe passively as things unfold, you can take action and shape events, or you can be left bewildered, wondering how things turned out the way they did. The choice is always yours. A goal without a detailed plan is little more than a wishful thought. If you desire real change or achievement, you must map out a clear path to get there. Wishing you were someone else is a disservice to the unique individual that you are. Every aspect of you, from your strengths to your flaws, contributes to your unique identity and potential. Life's unpredictability is what makes it vibrant and worth living. If everything were laid out perfectly and predictably, life would lose its flavor, its excitement, and its challenge. Sometimes, to embrace something greater, you have to let go of what's familiar and comfortable. This requires faith in yourself, in the process, and in the belief that better things are on the horizon. Understand that each day presents you with the opportunity to earn respect, demonstrate honesty, build trust, and show loyalty. The life you aspire to is within your reach, but it demands action, determination, and an unwavering adherence to your values. Challenges and doubts will inevitably arise, but these are merely tests of your commitment and resolve. Stand firm in your purpose, trust in the journey, and recognize that each obstacle is an opportunity to grow and evolve into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. As you continue on this path, keep in mind that you are always in a state of becoming. You are not static, you are constantly learning, adapting, and improving. Let your journey be defined not by the easy moments, but by the difficult ones, the moments that challenged you, pushed you, and ultimately shaped you into the person you are destined to be. It is not the destination that defines you, but the journey itself, the lessons learned, the growth experienced, and the strength gained along the way. So, as you move forward, do so with the knowledge that you are continuously earning your place in this world. Each day, each decision, each action contributes to the person you are becoming. Trust that the best days of your life are not behind you, but ahead, waiting to be seized by the person you are working so diligently to become. This is your journey, and it is one worth living fully, with purpose, integrity, and unwavering commitment to the values that define who you are. As you reflect on these thoughts, let them guide you in your daily life. The principles of respect, honesty, trust, and loyalty are not just ideals to strive for, they are the foundations upon which you build a life of meaning and fulfillment. The challenges you face are not obstacles to your success, they are the very means by which you will achieve it. Keep moving forward, stay true to yourself, and embrace the journey with all its ups and downs, knowing that each step is bringing you closer to the life you are meant to live. It is the journey that matters, the people you meet, the lessons you learn, and the growth you experience. Let your life be a testament to the strength of your character, the depth of your honesty, the reliability of your trust, and the loyalty you give and receive. These are the qualities that will carry you through the toughest times and help you savor the best of them. Embrace the journey with an open heart and a determined spirit, and you will find that the best days of your life are always just ahead, waiting to be discovered. What other people think of you is none of your business. Picture standing on the shore of a vast ocean, where the waves rise and fall with the rhythm of the tides. You can't control these tides, just as you cannot control the thoughts and opinions of others. These opinions, like the ever-changing sea, are influenced by countless factors, experiences, moods, biases, none of which you can manage. Attempting to mold or shift these perceptions is like trying to redirect the ocean's currents. It's a futile effort and not your responsibility. Instead, your focus should be on your own journey, your own path, because that's where your true power lies. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Imagine your life as a book, where each chapter holds its own story, full of lessons, triumphs, and challenges. If you continually revisit the pages of past chapters, whether filled with regret, nostalgia, or unresolved feelings, you trap yourself in a cycle that prevents forward movement. The ink on those pages has long since dried. No amount of dwelling can alter their content. What you have is the present, the blank pages ahead, waiting for new stories to be written. The past is a closed book. It's time to turn the page and embrace what lies ahead with fresh eyes and an open heart. Life is like a coin. You can spend it any way you wish, but you can only spend it once. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, a single, precious piece of currency. This coin symbolizes your time, your energy, your very essence. You have the freedom to choose how to spend it, on fleeting distractions, meaningful connections, or personal growth. However, once this coin is spent, it's gone forever. There are no refunds, no chances to reclaim what's been lost. The value of your life is determined by how you choose to invest this coin. Spend it wisely, in ways that bring you fulfillment and align with your deepest values. Practice self-compassion. We're all human, and everyone makes mistakes. Think of a young tree growing in a forest, delicate yet resilient. It bends in the wind, reaching for the sunlight, growing stronger with each passing day. We, too, are like that tree, vulnerable yet capable of great growth. To be human is to be imperfect, to stumble, to falter. But in those moments of error, the way we treat ourselves is crucial. Do we berate the young tree for bending, or do we nurture it, understanding that growth takes time and that strength emerges through overcoming adversity? Show yourself the same kindness and understanding. Accept your flaws, learn from your mistakes, and allow yourself the grace to grow. Time heals almost everything. Give it time. Imagine a wound on your skin. At first, it's raw, it stings, and it demands constant attention. But as time passes, the pain diminishes, the wound begins to close, and eventually, only a faint scar remains. Emotional wounds are much the same. When you're hurt, it may feel as though the pain will never subside, as though the wound will remain open forever. But just as the body has an innate ability to heal, so does the heart. Trust in the healing process. Be patient, for time is a great healer, and though the process may be slow, healing is inevitable. You cannot change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. Life is full of unexpected challenges, much like sudden gusts of wind that threaten to throw us off course. But these winds don't have to dictate our journey. Think of a skilled sailor who, despite the unpredictability of the sea, knows how to adjust the sails, change direction, and still reach the intended destination. Similarly, when life's circumstances shift unexpectedly, rather than resisting, adapt. Adjust your mindset, your approach, and your expectations. The wind may be beyond your control, but your response to it is entirely within your power. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. Imagine embarking on a long, arduous journey up a steep mountain. The path is rocky, the climb is exhausting, and the summit seems distant. Along the way, shortcuts may tempt you, but these often lead to dead ends or dangerous terrain. The journey, with all its challenges, is what strengthens you, prepares you for the summit. In life, the most meaningful achievements are earned, not handed to you. Each step, each challenge, brings you closer to your goal. Embrace the journey, for it's in the struggle that you find your strength and resilience. A river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Picture a river winding its way through a landscape, its waters continuously flowing, day after day. Over time, this steady flow carves a path through even the hardest rock. It's not the sheer force that achieves this, but the consistent, unwavering movement. In life, obstacles may seem insurmountable, challenges too great to overcome. But if you approach these challenges with persistence, steadily moving forward, you will eventually carve your path through them. It's not about overpowering your obstacles, it's about outlasting them through determination and perseverance. The best view comes after the hardest climb. Imagine yourself scaling a mountain. The ascent is grueling, each step more difficult than the last. Your muscles burn, and the air grows thinner as you rise. But when you finally reach the summit, the struggle fades away, replaced by a breathtaking view that stretches endlessly. This view, this sense of accomplishment, is only possible because of the effort you put into the climb. In life, the most rewarding experiences often follow the toughest challenges. The climb makes the view from the top all the more precious. So, when faced with difficulties, keep your eyes on the goal, and remember that the reward will be worth the effort. You'll never find a rainbow if you're looking down. Imagine a day after a storm, when the skies begin to clear, and the sun peeks through the clouds. If you keep your head down, focusing only on the puddles and mud at your feet, you'll miss the beauty above, the rainbow arching across the sky, a symbol of hope and renewal. In life, it's easy to get caught up in our struggles, to focus on the hardships that weigh us down. But if we don't lift our gaze, we miss the opportunities, the moments of beauty, and the joy that surrounds us. Lift your head, look up, and find your rainbow. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Think of a tree standing firm in the midst of a storm. The wind howls, the rain lashes, and the branches bend, but the trunk remains steadfast. The storm is fierce, but it eventually passes, and the tree stands tall, having weathered the worst. Tough times are like that storm, intense, overwhelming, but ultimately temporary. What endures is not the storm, but your strength in facing it. True resilience is not about never experiencing adversity, it's about enduring it with courage and fortitude, knowing that this too shall pass. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. Picture a bird in a cage, with the door wide open. The bars, though seemingly strong, are no longer a barrier, yet the bird remains inside, too fearful to fly free. Often, The limitations we perceive are of our own making, constructed from our fears, doubts, and insecurities. These walls are not physical, they are mental barriers that we can choose to dismantle. If you step beyond these self-imposed limits, you'll discover that the world is vast and full of possibilities. Don't let your fears confine you, spread your wings and soar. Focus on what you can control, and let go of what you cannot. Life can feel like navigating a ship through stormy seas. The waves, the wind, the weather, all are beyond your control. However, what you can control is how you steer your ship. By focusing on what is within your power, your actions, your responses, your attitude, you regain control over your journey. Letting go of what you cannot change frees you from unnecessary worry and frustration. It's like releasing a weight from your shoulders, allowing you to move forward with clarity and purpose. There's only one quality worse than hardness of heart, and that's softness of head. Imagine a leader, resolute in purpose yet wise in judgment. A hardened heart can make a person unyielding, cold, and distant, while a soft head leads to poor decisions and a lack of direction. The challenge is to find balance, maintaining a strong, resilient heart while keeping your mind sharp and discerning. Emotions should not cloud your judgment, just as logic should not strip you of empathy. True wisdom lies in harmonizing head and heart, where thoughtful decisions are tempered with compassion and understanding. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Envision planting seeds in a fertile garden. Each seed represents a bit of knowledge, and with care and time, these seeds grow into a lush, bountiful harvest. Knowledge is the foundation upon which a rich and fulfilling life is built. Every piece of wisdom, every skill you acquire, adds to your wealth, not in material terms, but in the richness of your experiences and the depth of your understanding. Investing in your growth, in learning and expanding your horizons, is a choice that yields endless returns. The more you learn, the more equipped you are to navigate life's complexities with confidence and grace. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater their power to harm us. Imagine a dark cloud hovering overhead, casting a shadow over everything around you. The more you focus on it, the darker and more oppressive it becomes. But if you shift your gaze, you'll see that beyond the cloud, the sun still shines, ready to break through. Dwelling on misfortune is like feeding that cloud, allowing it to grow until it consumes your thoughts and colors your perception. But you have the power to change your focus. By choosing to shift your perspective, you allow the light to break through, bringing clarity, hope, and the possibility of a brighter day. If you think you can do a thing or think you can't do a thing, you're right. Picture standing at the edge of a deep chasm, looking across to the other side. The gap seems wide, the distance daunting. If you believe you cannot make the leap, you'll never try, and the opportunity will slip away. But if you believe in your ability, if you trust in your strength, you'll find the courage to leap, and more often than not, you'll land safely on the other side. Your beliefs shape your reality. Whether you think you can or think you cannot, you set the limits of your potential. Choose to believe in your own capabilities, and you'll discover that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. Don't hit at all if it's honorably possible to avoid hitting, but never hit softly. This principle is a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom, a reminder that restraint is a sign of strength, not weakness. When we choose not to strike, not to engage in conflict, it's not because we lack the power, but because we understand the value of peace. Yet, when circumstances demand action, we must act with full force, with determination that leaves no doubt. This is about living with purpose, making each action count, ensuring that when we do take a stand, it's with conviction and clarity. In this way, we uphold our honor and maintain our integrity, refusing to engage in half-hearted measures or lukewarm commitments. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. This simple yet profound advice encourages us to focus on the present moment and our immediate surroundings. Life often presents us with challenges that seem insurmountable, and it's easy to get caught up in what we lack or what we wish we had. But the truth is, every situation, no matter how difficult, provides us with the tools we need to make progress. It's about making the best of what's available, using our resources creatively, and taking the next step forward, however small it may seem. By doing so, we cultivate a mindset of resilience and adaptability, one that allows us to thrive even in the most challenging circumstances. The only way to maintain your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. The path to well-being is often paved with discomfort and discipline. It's a lesson in self-mastery, where we learn to prioritize long-term benefits over short-term pleasures. Health, in both body and mind, requires us to make choices that might not always be enjoyable but are necessary for our overall well-being. This is where true strength lies, in our ability to endure what's uncomfortable for the sake of something greater. It's about embracing the challenges of life, not as burdens, but as opportunities to strengthen our character and fortify our spirit. Never argue with foolish people. They'll drag you down to their level and defeat you with their experience. There's a wisdom in knowing when to walk away from a fight, especially when it's a battle of wits with someone who lacks the capacity for reason. Engaging in such arguments only serves to deplete your energy and tarnish your peace of mind. The Stoic approach is to conserve your resources for more meaningful pursuits, to rise above the pettiness of others and maintain your dignity. Let your actions, rather than your words, be the testament to your wisdom and strength. In doing so, you preserve your tranquility and keep your focus on what truly matters. Better a broken promise than none at all. While this may seem counterintuitive, it speaks to the value of commitment and effort. A promise, even when broken, is an expression of intent, a sign that we are striving towards something. Stoicism teaches us to accept our human imperfections, understanding that failure is an inevitable part of growth. It's better to aim high and fall short than to never try at all. This doesn't mean we should be careless with our commitments, but rather, we should approach them with the understanding that we are all works in progress. Through our failures, we learn, we adapt, and we become better. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor can a person be perfected without trials. Adversity is the crucible in which our character is forged. It's in the moments of greatest challenge that we discover our true strength and resilience. Without hardship, we remain untested, our potential unrealized. Stoicism teaches us to embrace these trials, not as curses, but as necessary steps on the path to self-improvement. The friction we encounter is what polishes us, what smooths out our rough edges and makes us shine brighter. It's through enduring and overcoming difficulties that we become the best versions of ourselves, ready to face whatever life may throw our way. A person who suffers before it's necessary suffers more than is necessary. Anticipating future troubles often brings more pain than the troubles themselves. Worrying about what might happen in the future is like borrowing trouble from tomorrow. Stoicism encourages us to stay grounded in the present, dealing with challenges as they arise rather than allowing our minds to create unnecessary suffering. By focusing on the here and now, we free ourselves from the anxieties that can cloud our judgment and drain our energy. This practice of mindfulness allows us to approach life's difficulties with a clear and calm mind, tackling each problem as it comes without adding the burden of imagined fears. We should not, like sheep, follow the herd of creatures in front of us, making our way where others go, not where we ought to go. There's a profound courage in choosing your own path, in resisting the pull of the crowd and following your own convictions. It's easy to conform, to do what everyone else is doing, but this often leads to a life that is unfulfilled and untrue to who we are. Stoicism teaches us to listen to our inner voice, to live in alignment with our values, even if it means standing alone. This requires strength, the strength to be different, to question the status quo, and to forge a path that is uniquely our own. In doing so, we find a deeper sense of purpose and satisfaction, knowing that we are living a life that is true to ourselves. We live only now, everything else is either past or unknown. The present moment is the only time that truly belongs to us. The past is a memory, and the future is a mystery. Stoicism teaches us to embrace the present, to live fully in the moment, because it is the only time we have any control over. This doesn't mean we should ignore the lessons of the past or the possibilities of the future, but rather that we should not let them dominate our thoughts. The present is where life happens, where we can take action, make decisions, and shape our destiny. By grounding ourselves in the present, we find clarity, peace, and the power to create the life we desire. You are lonely not because no one needs you, but because you focus too much on who is next to you. Loneliness often arises from misplaced attention, from valuing the presence or absence of others more than our own company. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate a strong relationship with ourselves, to find contentment and fulfillment within, rather than seeking it from external sources. When we learn to be at peace with who we are, we find that loneliness loses its grip on us. We stop seeking validation from others and instead find it in our own thoughts, actions, and sense of purpose. This inner peace is the foundation of true happiness, one that is unshaken by the comings and goings of others. We all love ourselves more than anyone else, yet we often care more about the opinions of others than our own. This paradox is a source of much of our suffering. We allow the judgments of others to shape our self-image, to dictate how we see ourselves. Stoicism urges us to reverse this, to place greater value on our own judgment, our own principles, and to let the opinions of others hold less sway over us. This isn't about arrogance, but about self-respect and self-worth. When we trust in our own wisdom and live according to our own values, we free ourselves from the chains of others' expectations and opinions. We become the masters of our own destiny, living authentically and with confidence. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. This statement is more than just a truism, it's a call to be proactive in life. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control every outcome, we can control our readiness for whatever may come. By consistently preparing ourselves, whether it's through learning, training, or self-reflection, we position ourselves to seize opportunities when they arise. This is the essence of Stoic action, focusing on what is within our control and being ready to respond to life's challenges with grace and skill. When opportunity finally does knock, we find that we are not only prepared but eager to rise to the occasion, turning what others might call luck into a testament to our hard work and perseverance. Think of yourself as already dead. You've lived your life, now take what's left and live it properly. While this may sound grim, it's actually one of the most liberating concepts in Stoicism. By considering your life as already lived, you remove the fear of death and the anxiety of the future. What remains is a powerful sense of urgency, a desire to make the most of every remaining moment. This isn't about being reckless or desperate, but about being purposeful and deliberate. Every day becomes an opportunity to live more fully, to focus on what truly matters, and to let go of trivial concerns. With this mindset, you approach life with a renewed sense of vigor, determined to make every moment count. The thoughts you entertain determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. The Stoics believe that your thoughts have a profound impact on your life. What you focus on, you become. If you fill your mind with negativity, that negativity will seep into every aspect of your life. But if you train yourself to see the positive, to find opportunities in adversity, your life will reflect that mindset. This is the power of perspective. By mastering your thoughts, you master your life. You learn to face challenges with a sense of purpose and resilience, turning obstacles into stepping stones and setbacks into opportunities for growth. Learn from who you were, appreciate who you've become, and carefully invest in who you want to be. Life is a continuous journey of growth and self-discovery. Stoicism encourages us to reflect on our past, not with regret, but with gratitude for the lessons it has provided. Every experience, every challenge, has shaped you into the person you are today. Appreciate your progress, your strengths, and your resilience. And most importantly, be mindful of the person you want to become. This isn't about striving for perfection, but about continuous improvement, about becoming better today than you were yesterday. Invest in your growth, in your character, in your values, and watch as you evolve into the best version of yourself. No regrets, just blessings. No worries, just acceptance. No expectations, just gratitude. This final thought encapsulates the essence of Stoic wisdom. Regrets and worries are unnecessary burdens that we place on ourselves. Instead, focus on the blessings in your life, the opportunities for growth, the lessons learned. Accept what comes your way with grace, understanding that life's challenges are part of the journey. Let go of expectations that only lead to disappointment, and instead, cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for all that you have. This is the Stoic way, to live in the present, to embrace life's uncertainties, and to find peace in the knowledge that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do. Mastering others is strength, mastering yourself is true power. Your direction is more important than your speed. People change, love hurts, friends leave, things go wrong, but remember, life goes on. Don't let anyone know what you're doing until it's done. The only person who cares about your hopes and dreams is you, and the only person who's going to make them happen is you. Now, let us pause for a moment and reflect on these words. They're more than just statements, they are a map for navigating the complexity of life. You see, many of us spend our lives focused on mastering the external world. We seek control over our surroundings, our relationships, and even the opinions of others. But true power lies not in what we can command outside of ourselves, but in what we can command within. When we master our emotions, our thoughts, and our reactions, we tap into a source of strength that no external force can shake. Your direction, your purpose in life, is what gives meaning to your actions. It's easy to get caught up in the race, measuring your progress by how fast you're moving. But speed is irrelevant if you're heading in the wrong direction. What matters most is that you're aligned with your true purpose, moving steadily and deliberately toward the goals that matter to you. In this, there's a wisdom that comes from slowing down, from taking the time to ensure that each step you take is in the right direction. Life will always have its ups and downs. People change, love may hurt, friends might leave, and things will undoubtedly go wrong. These are the inevitable tides of life that we all must face. But there is a strength that comes from accepting these changes, from understanding that life doesn't stop for anyone. The world keeps turning, and we must learn to adapt, to move forward, and to find our own peace amidst the chaos. There's a quiet power in keeping your plans to yourself. When you move in silence, you eliminate the noise of others' opinions, their doubts, and their judgments. This allows you to focus on your goals with clarity and determination. The world doesn't need to know every move you're making. What matters is that you know, and that you're working towards it with unwavering commitment. Success is sweeter when it's shared on your own terms, not dictated by the expectations of others. Remember this, you are the architect of your dreams. No one else will care as much about your aspirations as you do, and no one else will put in the work needed to achieve them. This is both a burden and a gift. It means that you must take full responsibility for your life, but it also means that the power to shape your future lies entirely in your hands. This autonomy is what gives life its richness and its challenge. Regret is a waste of the present moment. When you look back on your life, you'll see that each day, whether good or bad, has contributed to who you are now. Good days bring joy, bad days bring growth, and the worst days often carry the most profound lessons. These experiences are the building blocks of your character, the raw material from which you craft your strength and resilience. Life is short, this is an undeniable truth. But within that brevity lies the opportunity to live fully, to embrace each moment with intention and gratitude. Love, too, is rare and precious. It's something to be seized, to be cherished, and never taken for granted. The Stoics taught us to appreciate what we have in the present, knowing that everything is fleeting. This awareness sharpens our appreciation for life's beauty. Anger is a destructive force, one that clouds judgment and corrodes the soul. It's a natural emotion, but it must be managed, not indulged. When anger arises, recognize it, understand its source, and then release it. Holding on to anger only harms you, distorting your perspective and keeping you from peace. Fear, like anger, can paralyze us if we let it. But fear also serves a purpose. It warns us of danger, it makes us cautious. The key is not to let fear control us. Instead, face it, understand it, and move forward despite it. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision that something else is more important. Memories are the treasures of our past, the echoes of experiences that have shaped us. Cherish them, but don't dwell on them. The past is a place of reference, not residence. Let your memories inspire you, remind you of where you've been, but don't let them hold you back from where you're going. In all of this, there's a thread of Stoic wisdom that weaves through each thought. Control what you can, accept what you cannot, and find peace in the balance. Life is unpredictable, often challenging, but within you lies the strength to navigate it all. This strength doesn't come from outside, it comes from within, from mastering yourself and your response to the world. So, as you move forward in life, remember these principles. They're not just words, they're guides to living a life of purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. You have the power to shape your destiny, to navigate the storms of life with grace, and to emerge stronger with each challenge. Never forget, your life is your own, to be crafted by your hands, shaped by your choices, and defined by your inner strength. Embrace it fully, live it boldly, and let your actions speak louder than words. This is the essence of true power, the heart of Stoic wisdom, and the path to a life well lived.